Module 3. Creating the narration for your course. Once you know what chapters to include in the narration and what, if anything, to include in a PDF, you are ready to create the script for the narration. Editing your script. To write the script, put the section of the book to be narrated in a separate file from the rest of your book and save it in a folder for your course. By writing the script in its own file, it's easier to work with, and you will know how many words are in the script. Then, edit that section as if someone is speaking it. This can involve thinking about different ways of expressing the same information in your book, but in a more spoken, casual way. Some things to do in your edit are the following. 1. Break up any long sentences into shorter ones that are easier to say and listen to. 2. Add in extra punctuations, as needed, to show where a speaker might pause in saying a sentence. 3. Take out any extensive details in a paragraph, and perhaps include this material in a supplementary PDF. The reason for doing this is that it can be hard for a listener to follow a lot of details. A reader can examine the details more closely in reading the material in order to understand it. 4. If a chart or graph has many details or is hard to see in a video, include these in a JPEG a student can download. Then, the narrator can briefly refer to this rather than discussing this material in detail, which can become hard to follow and dull in a video. 5. Add in any personal examples from others to illustrate the points you are making in the book. Add in photos or video thumbnails. Once you have finalized your script, insert the photos or video clip thumbnails which will accompany the text. A good place to keep track of these is in a separate folder for images. To keep viewer interest, figure on changing the image every 50 to 124 words, or about every 20 to 40 seconds in the video, figuring on an average of 150 words per minute. The image or video clip will be on the screen while the accompanying narration plays. A good way to set up this match between narration and the image or video clip is to first print out your script. As you review it, decide where to place each image or video clip. Wherever you plan to insert an image or clip, place a number, 1, 2, 3, and so on, to identify in order the images or video clips you plan to use. If you later decide you need more images or clips, number them in order too, so you can insert them in the right place. For example, labeling 2 photos that go after image number 3 as number 3A and number 3B. When you or a video editor creates the video, you can stretch out the photos or trim the video clip's timing to match the narration. Once you decide where to place your images or video clips, you can select them. Here's a PDF with an example of how I set up the script with numbers for the introductory module, which begins the class. It will also be used to invite prospect students to sign up for the class. Selecting your photos or video clips. Once you have indicated what images or video clips go where, you can pick out the images or clips that match the narration. You can obtain them from various stock image and video clip sites, such as Adobe Stock, iStock, Shutterstock, 123RF, Dreamtime, and Storyblocks. You can also obtain them from free image sites like Pixabay, Pixels, and Unsplash, though they have a smaller selection and not as many keywords for more precisely targeting the images or clips. The costs on the stock photo and video clip sites range from $3 to $10 for an image, depending on whether you are buying individual images or have a subscription. The clips can cost a little more, averaging about $12 to $20 each, unless you have a subscription. The subscription prices vary for these sites, but many are about $30 a month or $100 to $200 a year. These prices may include video clips too. The pricing varies and can change over the years, and sometimes special offers reduce the cost, so check out the current rates. Some of the free photo sources are sponsored by the stock image sites. I have found that the paid sites have more images and more detailed keywords for finding images, so I mostly use those. But many people prefer the free sites to save money and can find what they like there, despite the smaller selection and fewer keywords. Commonly, these sites offer the images in various sizes, though you should get photos which have a resolution of at least 300 dpi, which stands for dots per inch. Also, get the medium, large, or extra-large images, which are at least 8 inches or 2400 dpi wide, so they will have good resolution when turned into a video. This is also a good size in case you want to create a 6x9, 8x10, or 8.5x11 book or PDF to accompany your course. You can reduce the time for selecting the images or clips if you make a final selection for each image or clip when you search for images, rather than selecting several images and downloading comps or previews from the paid stock sites. These comps or previews are much smaller than the purchased images and have the company's watermark or label. It is more efficient to make your final choice when you first do a search rather than making your choices later. It's also helpful to open up 3 or 4 photo or video clip sites so you can check what's available on different sites if you don't find a great image or clip on the first site you search. This way, you can easily switch back and forth between the sites as you look for images and clips. Numbering your images and video clips. Once you find an image or clip you like and download it, it will typically show up in your download folder with the name of the site and the number of the photo or clip. To better keep track of these files, change the number to correspond to the number of that image or clip in the script. Also, provide an identifying name such as 1. Book and Reel, 2. Open Book and Clapper, and 3. Breaking News. Then, copy each image or clip into the image folder for your video. For example, here's a layout with the images for the different modules. The images for the introduction begin at 1 to 9b. Some images have A and B letters after the number, since these images were selected after I realized I needed several additional images. The later numbers are for the next lessons in the course. The 00 numbers are for the images used in the book and PDF. Once you set up your numbering system for what images or clips go where in your script, insert the image or video clip thumbnail in your script. Then you can follow that guide when you place media files in your video. If the site where you have obtained the video doesn't have a thumbnail you can copy, you can make your own thumbnail. To do so, play the video in a video player and use your print screen or a capture program like Snagit to capture a screenshot from the video clip to make the thumbnail. Here's an example of a final script with images.